There's a place where gamers who adore games that are just out of view of profitability go to die. It's a desert, and they crawl along pathetically, nourished only by the knowledge that their time will come and they will find the oasis that they are after, the game that they have waited so many years for. Kingdom Hearts fans near the point of death have spotted water among the arid dunes, and Duke Nukem fans, having tasted the H2O and declaring its taste to be a bit funny, have moved elsewhere. Those fans are the lucky ones, and there are people who have been crawling along for years with little hope of ever seeing Barbie Horse Adventures 2. For a while, it looked as if Dead Island was to be buried underneath the sand, resigned to the same category, never to return. And Rage, of all things, sprung to life again, so anything is possible. And anything is possible indeed. Dead Island, the gory 70s horror-inspired zombie game, is coming back. That is, to mobile phones, for a much more sanitized release. The first thing that will hit players about Dead Island survivors won't become apparent during the game. It'll present itself on installation. Those who are blessed with the gift of sight will notice that the game is marked suitable for those 12 and up, which should indicate immediately that this is not the bloody good time you might have been looking for. The experience has obviously been toned down to reach out to a wider age bracket, meaning less violence and definitely no swearing. This comes with a heady dose of microtransactions and loot boxes, so be forewarned. This is certainly not the prototypical style of Dead Island fare that fans have become accustomed to. Even though it has by no means the classic feel of the series, Fish Labs, the developers, work well within the confines they're given. First-person action on mobile devices is often clunky and hampered by the fact that the screen doubles as an input and output, so you're literally blocking your own view. As such, Fish Labs go for the much more agreeable bird's eye camera, which faces the action from above at a pseudo-isometric angle. And because we're not dealing in first-person mode here, the gameplay has to be adapted. Oh, you're still killing zombies, alright, but you're doing so via a severely simplified control scheme through the lens of tower defense. You tediously pick out your tediously upgraded weaponry while the zombies tediously shuffle towards you and tediously pick off any loose stragglers by tapping your phone with all the tedious excitement of an office worker clicking a pen. Tediously. If you haven't gotten the picture yet, Dead Island Survivors is absolutely trifling, and maddeningly so, just for how dull and boring they've decided to play an otherwise campy and colourful series. This is safe, and hideously so, for two reasons. For how streamlined and how bankable the format is. And it's cut down the very essence of the series right to its bone, like Dead Island for normies, something for your dad to play in the toilet when he's gotten fed up with Fortnite. The uninspiring tower defense sections are glued together, though not even glued together, more like held in place with old gum, with offensively voice-acted story segments featuring beloved characters from the series prior, such as Sam B, as if the appearance of someone who resembles someone you used to like is an apt reward for playing the same turgid gameplay that has been used ad nauseum for the last 10 years. The problem is that there's no joy to be had, nothing interesting. You place your machinery, the zombies come, and you invariably mow them down. That's it. This is gaming at its very jeepiest, with just enough essential parts here. The very soul of Dead Island has leaked out, and the blood has been let all over the floor. It's sad because Fish Labs came in with the best of intentions, but this is a clear money grab that can't escape the whiff of cynical money grabbery, and as such it feels sterile and ultimately worthless. It's a working mobile game, yes, but it ultimately has nothing to make it worth your time, coming as a complete and utter affront to the Dead Island name. Ultimately, it's more like Dead on Arrival, no survivors.